And now that we have that heart piece, we are ready to go through this door, for real this time, and see what's behind it. It's actually the Temple of Time. Just to give that away right now. Oh, I think I already probably said that. I'm a lot more oriented. I know what's going on in this video, so this is going to be a lot better. Especially because I really like this part of the game. Look at this. We have stepped back in time. See, look at this. Look at this. It's where we were. See those two statues? Here's the middle of the room. This used to be a temple. I love how this part of the game. I think it's amazing that they did this. This is sort of like the past, and it's really cool. Anyway, we have the last bug on this wall. I actually already got it because I came in here before. But I decided to go back out again because I realized we had to get that heart piece. So I already got this bug, but actually I'm just gonna get it again just to show you how to get it. Claw shot, boomerang. And why am I having so much trouble? You know why I'm having so much trouble with the claw shot? Because I haven't had to use it in forever. So actually you might see a few problems with controls and my actual playing, but my commentary is gonna be better, so that's good. Yeah. Improved commentary, not so improved playing, kind of forgot how to use all the controls and whatnot, but since I am pretty good at this game, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. And here's where we found the Master Sword. You might think, well, where do we go from here? Sorry, I had to cut something there. There might be a few cuts in this video. What we want to do, go up to where we found the Master Sword. I don't know what that's called. That thing where swords come out of, and stab it. Immediately stab it, and look at that. Magical holographic stairs leading up to a window. Well, when we see holographic stairs, don't know how they have holograms, especially since this is back in time, and we're not going to see any real advance in technology until the end of the game. Yep, giving away some stuff. Don't know how there's stairs here, but look at that. That window wasn't really there. It just led to the rest of the temple. I think that's pretty cool. We have not yet explored this, so this is new territory. Coming in here, we got a big bell that we just saw, a door. That's ultimately where we want to go, and if you can see, there's a statue with an axe, and there's another spot for a statue without the statue actually there, and we don't actually know what that thing is yet, but it'll come into play a little bit later in this temple. So right away, let's go up, see what we can do about this door. We see there's a door and there's one statue. What's Minna saying? Basically, she's saying that there are two statues and one of them is in here, so we should use our senses to see what we can learn about this statue. And, sniffing it, we can see there was once a statue here, and somehow it's been moved. Yep, I knew it. There was one here originally. Not surprised. Things tend to work like that. So, becoming a human again, first thing we want to do is get one of these pots. I chose this big, heavy, unbreakable one. We're going to be seeing these later in the temple. They're very useful. They're pots, basically, that cannot be broken. And first time we've had use of this in the game. I don't think we actually have to do this. We can use one of those breakable pots. But, you know, nice to use the breakable one. Put it on a switch. That stair will rise, and we can go on this way, up these stairs. Come on, come on, come on. Get up the stairs. Oh my god. Something I want to talk about, though, is why I like this temple so much, and why it's actually my favorite. I think, one, the idea for a temple that's back in time is brilliant, and I love how they did that. Also, I just like the sort of simplicity of this temple, because it doesn't really have a theme other than just marble and statues and time. I just like that. I think that a regular temple is the best they could do. I mean, it's not the most creative one, but in a way, it almost is, because we're going to be seeing something here that I think is actually really creative. And right here, whoa, Uku's right there. Have I even showed off Uku yet? I think I did. I gotta check that. Even if I haven't, we have one more temple to show her off, because I don't think I use her in this one. I'm pretty sure I've showed her off, though. Maybe in the water temple? What? I don't know when. I might have. I might not have. If not, I will definitely use her in the next temple. Okay, room. We're going to be seeing a lot of spiders in this temple. Gotta stop saying temple. How many times have I said temple? Quite a few times. Because I like to think of this more as a temple than a dungeon, because this place is too nice to be a dungeon. I mean, what would be a dungeon? Well, actually, nothing really yet has actually been a dungeon. We had the forest temple, the mines, water temple, then what was, I guess, the Arbiter's Grounds were also a temple. And what else? We had the Snow Peak Ruins. Not really a dungeon, though. It was ruins. Not all of it was ruined. Some of it was ruined. Anyway, here, got some gates that'll only open with switches. So, arrow to the pot. And the switch will close again, because the pot shatters. Don't know where the fragments go. Okay, I don't know if this is a new enemy, but it's definitely the first time we've seen it here. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what any enemies are called. They're lizards. I'm just going to call them lizards with knives. And we got a lot of them. And they are not that difficult. I forgot how to do an ending blow there. Not that difficult to defeat. They're not very well protected. But these enemies over here, this guy, he can be annoying. These things, I don't know what they're called again. They got this weak spot on their back. They're going to try to hit you with their axes. Gotta be very careful. Backslice is always great. My favorite move. You can use your ball and chain to hit their back spot and immediately instant kill them. I am very bad at doing this, so I just tend to stab them. But if you can hit them with your ball and chain, I don't know if I actually get to do it in this time. I don't know if they're anywhere else in the game. Anyway, but you can, if you can hit their weak spot with your ball and chain, that'll immediately kill them. Otherwise, you gotta stab them 3 times with your sword, and that's really taking a while for me. Come on. I guess I'm forgetting about backslice. Come here. Come here. Come here. And jump to the side and... Okay, give up with the ball and chain. I am hopeless with the ball and chain. Did it just skip some? Hope not. That would be bad if it dropped some frames. Maybe I should have cut some of this out. There we go. We got it. Alright, now he's going to start rampaging around. And the inner light inside is too much, and the pressure inside him is too much, so he explodes. And all of the light that he exerted has reformed over there to form a treasure chest. Which I think has a key. No, it doesn't. It has the dungeon map. So, useless item. Great. I know where this place goes. It's not that big. It's a pretty linear dungeon. You sort of follow a path to get to the mini-boss, and then you follow a path back, but I'm not going to give too much away. Some keys and some pots. Why else do I like this temple? I think the boss is pretty cool, even though it's really easy. I think the mini-boss is interesting, although I think I just like it because I like the way it looks. I like all the marble and the stone and the fanciness of the temple. That something like the Goron Mines, which in a way, while being a little more creative, is mostly just lava and rock, and it's not that nice to look at. This is nice to look at. This is like a place where I'd want to be in this temple with all its fancy contraptions. It also has some pretty interesting puzzles, which can, while they can be annoying, that's what puzzles are supposed to be. The puzzles are supposed to be annoying. That's why they're called puzzles and not the easies. No. I like puzzles, actually. I used to do a lot of jigsaw puzzles until I ran out of them and they got kind of boring. I admit they can be boring. Puzzles in games, I guess if they're done right, they're good. Over here, not a new enemy, but we're seeing it again. Reminds me what I said in the Goron Mines when we saw these enemies, a little bit different, a little less fancy. And they shoot lasers at you. Reminds me what I said about seeing something like it later in the game, which is actually in this temple. What I said was these things remind me of something else, and it was the reason why I consider these things I don't actually know what I said, it was a long time ago, but these things reminded me of something else in the game, which we're going to be seeing later in this temple. So, we got some more of these lizards with knives. Come on, die, 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 die. Hey, wait, how did he block? I didn't know they could block. Oh, is he blocked with his knife? Okay. Nothing really else to do on this floor. Oh, I didn't realize that was the one I already took out. So we're going to walk all the way around. We got a Poe over there. We're doing pretty well on Poe. Soon we'll have 20, and I can show off what happens when you get 20. Again, not going to show off what happens when you get 60. That's too much work, but I will show off what happens when you get 20. I can do that. I have gotten 20. I have not gotten 60. Actually, admittedly, I have never gotten all of the bugs before now, so pretty good there. So first time getting all the bugs, and I will definitely be cashing in that reward for getting every bug. And then it's a pretty good reward, although in Skyward Sword, I'll just give it away what it is. Basically, we get a wallet that can hold 1,000 rupees, but if you've played Skyward Sword, which I have, I actually want to talk about Skyward Sword a bit. That can be my next topic of conversation, but if you play Skyward Sword, you can get, like, a wallet, I don't know what the maximum amount of rupees you can hold, but it's a lot. They also have, like, 200 and 300 rupees, which brings up something I think I've probably said before. But how does a 200 rupee take up more space in your wallet than a 1 rupee? They're the same size. And how does making the wallet bigger mean it can hold more money? A $50 bill takes up just as much space as a $1 bill. So, something I've never understood. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff you don't understand. Also, Skyward Sword. I've been playing it. I've been taking a break from it because of the Silent Realms. They freak me out, and I don't want to play the next one. I got through one, don't want to play the other one. So, I'm delaying on that and playing this instead. Because this doesn't have any Silent Realms. I think the scariest thing it has in this game we haven't seen yet. And it's something, while I am dreading it, it's not too difficult, it's just sort of creepy. The Silent Realms are difficult. This game's not that difficult. So here, I think I actually got a little bit confused about where to go. We don't have the key for that door yet, so we're gonna have to go get that. Basically, you gotta carry one of these things around. I don't know if we have to go up any higher. Hang on a second, not hang on a second, but I'm gonna check to see if there's anything I want to cut out of here or make a little simpler. I don't think there is, actually. I think I kind of have to show this so that you know where we're actually going, but is this where we want to be? No, this is the top floor. This is going to become useful a little later. See, there's nothing we can really do over here. Got another of those bells, though. We've been seeing them around. I call them bells. I don't know if they're really bells. They don't make noise. But what else are they there? They're bells, essentially. Back down. We might... See, I don't actually know what I'm doing here. I was sort of just experimenting, but I can't cut any of this out because... See, now we're going back up. That maybe I could have cut out. What can I say about Skyward Sword, though? I really like the controls. The graphic design... I've already said I like this game's graphical design a lot. See, I love how this place looks. I've said it. Look at this intricacy on these little railings. That's something that Skyward Sword really doesn't have too much of, is little realistic designs. It's more of a cartoony game. I prefer this game's graphics, but you know, Skyward Sword is pretty good too. I'm not complaining about graphics. People who say that graphics don't matter, that's not true. Graphics definitely matter. You wouldn't want to play a game which is just a dot jumping onto a line, jumping onto a dot. So, graphics matter. I like these more. Again, controls work great. I think the motion controls of the Wii Motion Plus work great. Glad I bought Wii Sports Resort when I did, because I needed the Wii Motion Plus. Did not want to pay for another one. Quickly, we have to... Here, this is what we have to do here. We have to quickly put this down and then run onto this before it moves up and we can't do anything about it. But we're good now. We can go through this door. I think there's a key. Yes, this is where we want to get the key.